What up, fight fans? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, let's dive into a discussion of what should Errol Spence do and what changes should he make within this camp and this team. I truly believe that Errol Spence needs to expand his team. You know, respectfully, Derrick James is a great trainer, but if they want to be able to get in there and perform highly against a guy like Terrence Crawford, they got to switch it up. At this point, Terrence Crawford is like Errol Spence's Super Bowl in his career because it's such a hard matchup. It's such a hard fight. The fight didn't get competitive for us to even see Terrence Crawford under pressure. So we didn't even see the best Terrence Crawford that night. So, I know some may say Errol Spence's weight drained and, all the other things, right? All the other excuses. I'm an Errol Spence fan. I'm just going to go by what I see. I'm not one for assumptions. We need accurate proof for these accusations. So with that being said, I want to just, hold my guy accountable. I think that Errol Spence is a great fighter, but he's got to change up that style. If you want to be the guy like Terrence Crawford, you got to do what you've never done before. You got to switch up your training. You got to change up your style. You got to be ready to throw awkward punches from different angles because 9 times out of 10, those are the ones that's going to land on the Terrence Crawford. If we're being honest, Errol Spence's punch selection is very predictable. He punches, he relies on the jab. That's the only way he knows how to fight. Like here with Ugas. We expected Terrence Crawford to just sit right there in the pocket and take these punches that Errol Spence is putting on. Absolutely not. Terrence Crawford knew he wasn't going to play into that game. He was going to do what he do, move around the ring, and do what he do best. As you can see right here, David Abnegin, him, Jeff Horn, and Mean Machine. Those are all awkward fighters. Those guys are switching, throwing punches from the orthodox, from the southpaw stance. And that's why they have more success than Errol Spence. And you look at this punch right here. Threw that from the orthodox stance. Now, had Errol landed a punch like that on Terrence Crawford, flush like that, he probably would have had some success. He probably would have hurt him. But Errol Spence, his style is too compromised at this point, especially after this fight. Errol Spence, he needs another set of eyes in there. You look at Terrence Crawford's team, Terrence Crawford has at least 7 to 8 guys on his staff. You look at Floyd Mayweather, he had about 10 people on his staff. This is what you need to win. Derrick James is a great coach, but from what I've seen, it's just been Derrick James and Errol Spence nutritionist, and that's not enough. I know that they have the mindset, if it ain't broke, don't fix. No, it's definitely broken now. You got to switch it up. I'm only making this video because I know that the chances are very likely that Errol Spence is going to activate this rematch clause. Do I agree with it? Absolutely not. Don't take it. Try to talk to Terrence Crawford. Pretty sure he seemed like a solid guy from the interviews he's been doing, speaking on his relationship with Errol Spence. Seemed like a solid guy. I don't see why he wouldn't allow Errol Spence to get a fight in. And in my opinion, man, set a date, get the lawyers involved, of course. Try to get 2 fights in there, of course. Try to get 2 fights in, man, because Errol Spence, his confidence is not there no more at this point. It's his first L. He didn't lose by decision. He got knocked out. We can say he got stopped by the ref, but he would have got knocked out. He would have got slept. And that's this coming from an Errol Spence fan. He would have got slept. There was no recovering from that knockdown in that second round. He got hit in the equilibrium for one. There was no recovering from that. He made a mistake too early in the fight. Terrence Crawford never looked that good. The reason why is because this fight has been marinating for so long, and him and his camp has been on this guy. It's to a point to where I'm pretty sure them guys was watching film on Errol Spence in between other fights that Terrence Crawford had. I'm pretty sure when they went into negotiations, they were all watching the Errol Spence fight. They said, one of Terrence Crawford trainers said, when they were in camp, each of the I believe 7 coaches were in different rooms in that house watching a different Errol Spence fight, finding different angles, finding different holes in his game. And that's why they had so much success, because I'm pretty sure they prepared for that fight against Errol Spence like no other. And my second point is Errol Spence's inactivity. He's been out of the ring way too long. Way too long. I believe the guy fought, 2 times in the last 3 years? That's, like, come on. Recipe for disaster. He should have took a tune-up fight. I know he said he's against tune-up fights, but hey, look what happened. You got to take them tune-up fights. Even the greatest had to take the tune-up fights. They're only considered tune-up fights because he's fighting against guys who's just become a contender. You know, some guys who are mandatories. We consider these tune-up fights. Them guys probably not even tune-up fights. They're pretty solid competitors, but the thing is, they just get on the map. But with that being said, Errol Spence has got to get active. He got to try to fight at least 2 times a year. You look at Tank Davis, Canelo Alvarez. Man, these guys are active. They're very active. These guys are constantly fighting. Every time we turned around, we seen Errol Spence at someone's fight with that weight on him. See, people can argue and say that Errol Spence trains year-round. Man, training year-round is not the same as preparing for a fight, knowing that there's a weight to be made, knowing you got to start cutting weight. Man, when he's hitting that bag and training, man, he's at a comfortable weight. Errol Spence said he walks around at 190. That's a lot of weight to drop. And if you're taking these layoffs, man, that's only making it harder for you to cut this weight. Coming from 190 to 140, man, Terrence Crawford don't even bloom up to that weight. Terrence Crawford do say he walk around at 165. Man, 165 and 190 is a big difference. So that's something that Errol Spence is going to have to change. He's got to get more active. And Floyd Mayweather said it best. Man, 154 might not even be his weight. Errol Spence blooms up in weight when he's not in fight camp. He said that guy might have to go to 160. He might have to. He might have to go to 160. He's too big. He's way too big at this point. If we add the car accident into that, he said that after the car accident, he bloomed up to 200 pounds. Man, 200 pounds to 140, boy, that is some weight to drop. That is some serious weight to drop, and that's dangerous. That is dangerous. But yeah, he's got to change that inactivity. He's got to start getting in that ring. He's got to start fighting. It don't matter. I'm pretty sure Derrick James gets contacted, with offers. Man, they're going to have to start accepting them. In his next fight, man, he need to fight a southpaw if he's trying to prepare for a guy like Terrence Crawford. That's all I got for y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section.